Kitchen time with Nicholas. That's what we're doing today. We're going to make some, what'd you call it again?
Muqueca.
Muqueca.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah,
see,
good
I
job,
got it. Okay, so get me started. Let's talk about the process, and we'll get to the finished product. But what can I help you with today? Anything special?
Okay, so Brazilians love their blenders. Like, it's their favorite kitchen appliance. It's their most highly prized kitchen appliance.
Huh.
And so they do a lot of things in the blender. And so here I have a blender. And
Okay. It's a blender.
Yeah, this is a blender, and I'm going to be making the marinade for my shrimp in the blender. And this is kind of like a ceviche, the marinade, because it has the lime, which is the acid, and so it kind of cooks the shrimp. And then you just marinate it overnight, and you just have to cook it a little bit in the pan here.
So you want me to put things in the blender? Tell me what to do.
Yeah, okay, so you can
All the tomatoes?
put the tomatoes in the blender.
All the tomatoes in the blender.
Just all
Check.
of that. And then I am going to cut stuff to put in the blender.
Cilantro. Check.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing over there now? You're cutting that lime?
Yeah.
Okay, with a nice sharp knife. Okay. I'm going to put the onions in here, right, Nicholas?
Okay.
Okay, going in.
And now I'm going to juice this with a grapefruit spoon. Grapefruit spoons are great for juicing things because they have that there. It makes
See
it
how
a
he
lot
gets right in
easier.
front of me? He just runs right in front of me, this guy. Okay, and we have garlic, and you have a little jalapeno over there, too, it looks like, right? A little pepper?
It's a serrano chili.
Serrano. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a serrano.
Serrano chili has a lot of flavor, but you really shouldn't be scared with peppers. If you add too much, it's not like it's going to blow your head off with spice or anything. And so I'm going to put these in. Do
Blow your
not
head
be
off.
scared to use any type of hot pepper because most of them are super flavorful and they add a really nice kick.
Am I good to blend this? Is that all that's going in here, or no?
No, one more tomato.
One more tomato. Okay, and then so once that's done, you have a pan warming up here to saute, I'm guessing, some shrimp and onions, maybe?
The onions, yes, and no, the marinade goes over the shrimp.
Okay, marinade goes over the shrimp. Okay, so those are going in the blender.
Okay.
And then how long do you want me to blend it for?
Just until it's all thoroughly blended.
Thoroughly blended. You keep talking while I'm doing this. Keep talking to everybody. Tell them what you're doing.
Okay, and so
Might
next
be a little loud.
we are going to saute the onions. You just give it its time.
We're giving this blender
Okay.
a workout today.
So next we're going to saute the onions, and we're going to saute them until they're nice and soft, and then afterwards we're going to put in our marinade that has been marinating overnight, or maybe you can just do it for like 5 hours. Unless you're marinating gravlax, it really doesn't matter how long you marinate it for.
Okay, keep going. This is doing its thing. It's taking a long
Okay.
time, but we're getting there.
Okay,
What's
and
that yummy stuff?
this is dende oil, and it's a type of palm oil that we use in Brazil in the muqueca, and it's super delicious, and this is what it really gives it its flavor of muqueca. And then there's also going to be some coconut milk that we put in the muqueca.
Coconut milk. Okay, so what do you got
now, it's really important when you're in the kitchen to taste, and so we're going to taste this.
next? I'm going to taste it.
Needs a little more lime.
A little more lime. I'll squeeze the lime in there. Why don't you continue doing what you're doing and talking about that stuff, okay?
Okay, so the oil is hot. Here, let me turn up the temperature on this.
Okay, crank it up. A little bit hotter. Oil's getting nice and warm. Saute those onions.
Wait, how does this work?
Okay? You got it. You're good.
Okay.
How'd you get into cooking anyways? Your mom? Was it all about your mom?
Yeah,
While you're
it
doing
was
this,
my
tell
mom.
us.
Why am I heating
While
up the oil?
you're doing that, tell us just...
Okay. So the oil is being heated up because that is how we're going to cook these onions here.
Okay.
And these onions are
Put them in there.
rings.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
It's hot. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put that in.
This isn't like Food Network where you have a lot of time. You got to move on this one.
Yeah. And so these should start sizzling, but since I don't have that much time, they're not sizzling quite a lot, but it's okay.
That's okay. They're still
You can
gonna be
even
yummy.
put them in at the beginning. You don't have to wait for your oil to
Okay. And then you let those saute for a little while, right?
Yeah, these kind of look like the Olympic rings, and that's really cool because
kinda
the
do.
Olympics are in Rio.
In Rio, that's right. Okay. So then from there, what happens next?
From there, we pour this on the shrimp.
Shrimp's right there.
We need like a bowl.
You need a bowl?
Bigger bowl. Yeah.
A bigger bowl. Okay,
Bigger
we need a
bowl.
bigger bowl. Let me see if I can find a bigger bowl.
I think they're in here.
Let me see.
Okay.
Keep talking. You keep telling everybody what we're doing.
And so then we're going to pour the marinade over the shrimp, and we're just going to put that in the fridge to marinate overnight. Okay,
We're gonna
and
put it in
I'm
the
going to be stirring these until they're not until they're really soft.
Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep cooking it. And then by the end of the show, we have a little bit more time. We're going to come to you and I and Megan in the kitchen at the end of the show and talk about the layout, the presentation, and all that. So we have a little bit more time, okay?
Okay, got it.
What'd you call it again?
Muqueca.
Muqueco.
And also, this marinade is great because you can just serve it chilled as gazpacho.
That sounds
really
pretty good too.
gazpacho.
Nicholas in the kitchen here at TV8 Studios, Food Network star. We'll be right back with more of the show.